channel, and happy St. Patrick's Day! That really did not have as much excitement as I wanted it to have. But anyways, if you're Irish, if you're not Irish, happy St. Patrick's Day. In this video, I'm unfortunately not wearing green, and as you can tell, I'm like re-dyeing my hair, but instead of me actually trying to look like a decent human being, this happened. Anyways, for today's video, because it's St. Patrick's Day as well as Freaky Friday, I had to kind of think of something, you know. I was like, well, it's got to be like St. Patrick's Day themed. So for today's video, I bring you 9 creepy urban legends from Ireland or Irish culture. So for the record, I'm going to put the link down below for the website that I got these off of, because these are not my own original. Not all of these are going to be like terrifying. If you're like me and nothing scares you, these may not scare you. So like, don't hate on me. But I just wanted to bring some Irish culture into this, and if you're not Irish, oh well. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so we have 9 different urban legends. They're really short, not that long, so let's just get right into this. The first one we have is called the Banshees. Now, beware of those around you. The Banshee is supposedly a woman who brings with her the omen of death. It is said that she can take many forms, such as those of a woman dressed in rags, or a young and rather beautiful girl, or even a maid, wringing out bloody clothing. When spotted, she would let out a horrid, piercing cry, and according to legend, those who heard this cry brought death upon them. It is said that King James I of Scotland had heard her cry, or was approached by the Banshee, and not long after he passed away. So, that's something to think about. The next one, I don't know how to entirely pronounce it, so I'm going to put it right here, but it's called the Shanglings, maybe? Yeah, basically, the Shanglings, it's kind of interesting. So according to this legend, female fairies, when they would give birth, they would have, like, deformed offspring, and these fairies preferred how human offspring looked. So, in the middle of the night, when humans were sleeping, they would go to the mortal realm, or not necessarily in the middle of the night, but they would go to the mortal realm. They would swap human babies with their deformed babies, and apparently the Shanglings looked like human infants, but they were only happy when there was like terror and chaos going on around them. Next one, the Demon Bride. The Demon Bride is ravishingly beautiful, but maliciously an evil spirit. Like, that's what a lot of these things are. They're like beautiful, but evil. It is said that she will seduce a mortal man, and then when she kisses them, she sucks out the soul of she sucks out their souls, and when they die like in the painful death of a madman, and like they're haunted by the memory of like allowing that to happen. Yeah, go women. Alright, this one's kind of weird. It's called the Alp Luatra. Again, I'm going to put it right here, Alp Luatra. And this one might not gross you out, but it might make you like, ugh, you know? Like, this is probably the weirdest one out of all these. But anyways, the Alp Luatra, also known in Celtic mythology as a joint eater, for the record, does not devour your joints, your knees, your elbows are safe. They're not gonna eat your joints. Like, don't panic about eating your joints. That sounds weird. We're not into cannibalism. Your joints are fine. That's all I have to say about that. This is a bizarre type of fairy that eats victims' food. And eating a victim's food, not like you have food on your plate and it's eating it. They eat your food is if you fall asleep around a stream, they will like go into the form of a newt and slither down your throat and enjoy whatever's in your stomach. So, yeah, it's pretty weird. Don't go to sleep near a stream, or you're gonna have a newt go down your stomach and eat your food. I don't even know how that's possible. Like, what if you didn't eat anything? Well, then I guess it's gonna eat your organs. Next, we have the Durgdu. Durgdu? I'm Irish, so you would think I would know how to pronounce these, but it's okay. Anyways, legend has it for the Durgdu, which it translates into red bloodsucker, was once a gorgeous woman who fell in love with a peasant boy, but who was being forced into an arranged marriage by her family, so she killed herself because she was like, I don't want to do this. She killed herself, you know? People do very, very, very big, large things for love. Anyways, it was said after her funeral, she rose from the grave and murdered her entire family because they forced her into that whole situation. Next is the Dullahan, which is basically, it translates into Dark Man, and he is a foreteller of death, and he's like the Irish version of the Headless Horseman. It said he will ride throughout the night like on a black horse, which the black horse possesses flaming eyes, and he carries his own head under one arm. And if he stops riding his horse, a human mortal dies. That's kind of sad. Next is the Kelpie, which, looking at the picture on here, like, I might be the only one that's like this. I like look at the picture because it's a horse and I like feel bad for it. But it sounds kind of cute, like, oh, it's a Kelpie. But it's not cute. Apparently, to me, it sounds cute. But anyways, it's a sinister creature, and legend has it that this creature takes on multiple shapes. However, the horse is usually like its main form, and it acts like a lost pony wandering throughout the streets, which, if you're like me and you're an animal lover, you're gonna feel bad, and you're gonna want to like ride it or take it somewhere. So legend has it that usually it would lure women and children, where if they got on the horse and rode it, the horse would immediately run into a lake or stream or what have you and drown their victims, like the person riding on them would drown them and then go and presume to eat them. So think about that next time you want to go horseback riding or on a pony ride. Next we have the Selkies. This one really isn't creepy, it's more depressing. But the Selkies are very similar to mermaids. However, in the day they take the shape of a brown seal. Yeah, and by night they transform into humans. So it was said that the sailors who caught the Selkies at night, like, they would be in their human form, and they would like, and they were like beautiful. So like the sailors would marry them, obviously, but they would serve as faithful wives. However, they were forever like missing the sea, which is kind of sad because like they like the sea. And last but not least, this thing and my thing, we cannot go without putting in leprechauns. So legend has it for, this isn't scary either, this is just like leprechaun stuff, but legend has it for the leprechauns. They are kind of like a fairy, but like they make shoes for all the fairies, you know, and yeah. And legend has it when the Danes invaded Ireland, the fairies scattered the treasures from them, like, you know, so that way the Danes wouldn't get the treasures when they invaded. And this is where the leprechauns come in, because the leprechauns' duty was to protect those treasures, hence the whole pot of gold thing, why we're always chasing after pots of gold. However, leprechauns are always moving them around, so we can never get to them. So yeah, that's all I got. Those are your 9 urban legends. Most of them are creepy and some are just kind of depressing. There was a happy one though. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, like if you want more urban legends, not necessarily St. Patrick's Day ones, but like more urban legends. Also comment down below what you thought of this video. If you're Irish, you know, give me a happy St. Patrick's Day. You know, just comment down below whatever you feel like, for the most part. Somewhat. Subscribe. I make new videos every single Monday and Friday. Mondays are Mashup Mondays. Fridays are Freaky Fridays. So like, subscribe to see all that. And also, just want to give you guys a happy St. Patrick's Day, because it's St. Patrick's Day. So like, happy St. Patrick's Day. Check out my Instagram at HorrorLover13 and my website, queenofhorror.com. And that is it. So until next time, bye guys. And just remember, always say goodbye. Bye!